I think when I was, I don't know, 5 or 6 or something, I thought I was insane. It was just strange. Because it was clear that other people did not, their mind wasn't exploding with ideas. It was like, and strange. I don't think you'd necessarily want to be me. People would like it that much. It's very hard to turn it off. It's like a never-ending explosion. All the time.
You ever thought about that option, that something could go wrong and that you could one day lose everything?
I mean, there's been many times where I expected to lose everything. Not, I mean, who starts a car company and a rocket company expecting them to succeed? Certainly not me. I thought they both had less than a 10% chance of success. If I go bankrupt, fine, whatever. I don't care.
So many people so many young people actually, from across the globe. If you have an advice to them, young people globally who want to be like Elon Musk, what's your advice to them?
I think that probably they shouldn't want to be.
You?
I think it sounds better than it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not as much fun being me as you'd think. It could be worse for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's really hard starting a company. I mean, you have to basically be prepared to work constantly, from when you wake up to when you go to sleep. You have to be willing to deal with a lot of difficult problems and thorny problems. You have to be willing to deal with an enormous amount of stress. And you just got to push yourself super, super hard. I wouldn't recommend it for most people. No. Try to be useful. Do things that are useful to your fellow human beings, to the world. It's very hard to be useful.
Another episode of Proof That Astrology is Real. This is the end of Cancer season. I'm sorry, Cancers. I haven't really been able to do a lot of videos for y'all, like people birth chart. I only been able to do Shannon Sharp and 50 Cent. I wanted to do a female Cancer, but I just haven't had the time. And there wasn't a lot of female Cancers for some reason that I was like real interested to do. I almost did Margaret Robbie, the actress that was in the Barbie movie and Wolf on Wall Street, and she had a couple movies with Will Smith. I think Suicide Squad. I still might do her. It might just come late because I wanted to do at least one female Cancer, but I really haven't had the time. But I really wanted to do Elon Musk. I think that he perfect to end Cancer season with, the richest man in the world. And he's a Cancer. So what better way to end Cancer season than to do a video on him? So I felt like I just had to do Elon Musk to end it. But anyway, like I said, this is another episode of Proof That Astrology is Real. So if this is your first time here, like I say every video, I made this channel to bring better insight and understanding to astrology. Astrology has become a big topic. It's been around forever, but with social media and the internet, it has become more popular with people being able to do more research. A lot of people believe in astrology and a lot of people don't, but most people at least know what astrology is and know what their zodiac sign is. So that's why I ended up making this channel to help people who don't believe in astrology understand it more, because I do believe that there's a lot of truth to astrology, and for the people who do believe in astrology, but they might not know a lot about it, to help bring them more knowledge about astrology. Now, like I always say, is that everybody is their own person based on their race, their background, their parents, their circumstances. So just because you're a certain zodiac sign, of course you're not going to act a certain way. That's why a lot of people don't believe in astrology and just think that, oh, I'm this sign, so I'm just going to act this certain way, or I'm going to act the exact same as some other person. And that's not true. For one, everybody has their own birth chart, which I'm breaking down now. So just because you the same sun sign or the same sign as somebody, because y'all birthdays in the same time frame, doesn't mean y'all gonna be alike because you have a moon sign, a rising sign, and other planets that's gonna affect your personality and how you do things. So that's one of the main reasons that people is different because we all have our own birth chart. But then of course your circumstances, your race, and how you was raised and everything is gonna shape you as a person. So you gotta keep all of that in mind. That's what I always tell to people. Uh but yeah, and I figure what better way to help prove astrology than to break down people birth charts, people that we know, famous people that we get a glimpse into their life. So yeah, so I figure what better way to do that than a breakdown celebrity birth chart, and we can compare it and see if it lines up with their personality and their life and how they're supposed to act. Then we can look at who they dated and see if they was compatible with them and everything. So that's my reason for making this channel. So getting into it, like I said, today we it's the last day of cancer season and we doing Elon Musk. Most of us know who he is. He been the richest man in the world. Him and Jeff Bezos been battling back and forth for years. The CEO and founder of Tesla and SpaceX. I think he helped found PayPal, if I'm not mistaken. That's how we got started. Think he was one of the founders of PayPal or something like that. That's how he made a lot of his first money, and that's how he got his name out there before Tesla and SpaceX. So that's Elon Musk, the richest man in the world at this time. So Elon Musk's birthday is June 28th, 1971, and he's 52 or might be 53 now, because I don't know if they be updating this. And he's a Cancer, of course, as we know. So Elon Musk's sun is in Cancer, Moon is in Virgo, Mercury is in Cancer, Venus in Gemini, Mars in Aquarius, Jupiter in Scorpio, Saturn in Gemini, Uranus in Libra, Neptune in Sagittarius, Pluto in Virgo, North Node in Aquarius, left in Libra, and then his rising sign is a Libra. So getting into it, Elon Musk is a sun in Cancer. So, like I say, every video, your sun, moon, and rising sign is considered your big three. Them the three that's gonna tell the most about your personality. Your sun sign is your outer self. It's the way that you think. It's what you show to the world. Your moon sign is what's hidden. It's your feelings, the deeper side of you. And then your rising sign is your social personality. It's how people view you. So them three things, your sun and your moon is gonna tell the way you think and the way that you feel. So that can pretty much sum up a lot of people's personality. But every planet means something different, and every planet matters. Like Venus is the planet of love, beauty, and harmony. So Venus a lot of times can tell your love language and who you can be compatible with in relationships, even more so than your sun and your moon sign. So so getting into his sun being a Cancer. So we know that sun sign is the way that you think. And we know that Cancers is a water sign, just like Scorpio and Pisces. So they dealing with feelings and emotions. All water signs are known for being emotional, sensitive, intuitive, to a certain degree, psychic, emotionally intelligent. Um, what else? Moody. It's all of the things that water signs get associated with. Cancers by itself, what makes it different, is known as being the sign of the family life. So cancers rule the home life. So a lot of cancers is going to be big on family, have a big family or have a great relationship with their family. If they don't, that can really like mess them up emotionally. Cancers is ruled by the moon, so they can be the most emotional sign and the most emotionally intelligent sign. What else about cancers? Um, but yeah, that's the main thing, is that cancers is dealing with the family and the home life. That it's the opposite of Capricorn. So Capricorn rules the work life, cancers rule the family and the home life. So keep that in mind. So everybody who's a Cancer is going to display some of them traits to a certain degree. So getting into what it says about Sun and Cancer. things that I might have missed. So it says, Cancers have a strange way of moving through life in a sideways manner, never approaching life head on, but always from the side. They generally do not tackle anything straight away, but always from the flank. Emotionally, they are up one minute and down the next. These mood swings are sometimes difficult for others to understand and deal with. Cancers are tenacious, sympathetic, industrious, sociable, thrifty, and protective. They can also be argumentative, sensitive, emotional, Mars-like, intuitive, psychic, and patriotic. Cancers respond to life through their emotions rather than through the mind. Cancers respond to life through their emotions rather through their minds. They tend to absorb the emotional vibrations of wherever they're at. So it is important to always be in a positive environment. Because they live in their feelings, they unconsciously seek sympathy and attention and affection from others. They have a strong need to feel secure. Home and family bring the highest sense of security. Because of all of this, they want to be first with those they love, or they are very unhappy. Cancers must learn to release their loved ones to live their own lives. Cancers are well known for changing their minds, their moods, and anything. Since they usually possess a slower moving life force, they are usually less active than others. In order to be active, they must first motivate their mind. In general, they dislike exercise. As a consequence, they may become out of shape and gain weight in their later years. Cancers most often have excellent memories. This causes them to reminisce about the past and how things were done then. They are generally pack rats, saving everything, especially if it has some sentimental value. This gives a sense of security. Cancers are home loving, fond of family life and domestic tranquility, enjoyers of travel and adventure, quietly tenacious and hard working for the welfare of the family. No matter how far they may roam, they always want a home to come back to. They may not be in it very much, but they still want a secure home base. Cancers are constructive, but unfortunately, they are warriors. No, cancers are conservative, but unfortunately, they are warriors. Their tendency to keep all their problems to themselves is the reason some of them may suffer from ulcers. They have this sense that something is about ready to sneak up on them and get them. Watch a cancer walk and see if they aren't walking a bit sideways, looking ahead of them and behind them at the same time. Stabilizing the emotions is important work for any cancer person. So yes, that's all things about cancers. How we know this relates to Elon Musk? We know that Elon Musk has a big family. I would just look at he been married 3 times and he has 11 or 12 kids. So I mean, he got 11 or 12 kids. So obviously he big on family and care about family, obviously. So uh there you go. He did live with his dad, but then he ended up having a bad relationship with his dad and moving with his mom and things like that. So he definitely somebody who big on family when you then been married 3 times and then got 11, 12 kids. So and then Elon Musk, a lot of things he can do can be emotional. I have seen Elon Musk have some emotional outbursts before when I was watching interviews and certain stuff about him. I can definitely see him being a cancer in his own kind of way. When you look at 50 Cent or Shannon Sharp, all of them they like talking and communicating and connecting with people for the most part. So yeah, that's how we see that Elon Musk is a son in cancer, and that's where you get it from. Him having a big family, um, and that being a big part of his life. His moon sign is in Virgo, so like I said, moon sign is dealing with the feelings. Virgo is the earth sign, just like Taurus and Capricorn. So it's dealing with all earth signs are dealing with being practical and it's dealing with stability. So all earth signs can create stability, whether in a work life or a relationship. All earth signs can be hard working. Not every earth sign is hard working, but a lot of earth signs are hard workers. They like to put in the work. And Virgos are known for being perfectionists, so they want to perfect things. They known for being critical, detail orientated. Um, some Virgos can be materialistic. So them just some things that's associated with being Virgo. So being a Virgo. So it says about a moon in Virgo. So it says Elon Musk is very sensitive, cautious, and perhaps shy about showing others his feelings. Though Elon Musk may love and care for someone a great deal, he rarely expresses those feelings openly and freely. Elon Musk is perhaps more mental than emotional, at least outwardly. Very often, Elon Musk's love for someone will be expressed by trying to help them, doing something tangible to benefit them, or serving them in some way. It may be difficult for him to receive warmth, affection, or appreciation. For Elon Musk often feels that he doesn't really deserve it or that they don't really mean it. Elon Musk can therefore seem rather cool and aloof, much more so than he feels. At times, Elon Musk can be so critical of others that he drives them in their love away. Elon Musk needs to learn how to forgive himself and others when he or they does not measure up to perfection. This need of yours for perfection can be quite stifling to his own happiness. Elon Musk tends to be industrious, trustworthy, intuitive, reserved, practical, and down to earth, especially where emotions are concerned. Intelligence, usefulness, and fast that stewardess are important things. Elon Musk has the ability to analyze people and situations and then find the quickest, most efficient method of accomplishing whatever is needed. This may make Elon Musk an excellent housekeeper, nurse, or a manager. Elon Musk must Elon Musk must, however, watch his tendency to nitpick or become overly fussy concerning small details. Elon Musk likes to serve others, but finds it difficult to understand the feelings of others. Elon Musk's greatest need is to learn tolerance and to serve those around him. So, yeah, that's all things about Virgos for sure. So, what I notice about Elon Musk is that with him being a sun and Cancer, Moon, and Virgo, it is a nice balance between the two because, like they were saying, Cancers is emotional. Virgos are not really known for being emotional. They're kind of more intellectual. So, this can make this person like be emotional and intellectual. So, Elon Musk can have a good balance of being emotional and being logical. It could be a nice balance to where he's not too emotional or he's not too logical. So that can really help Elon Musk in life is the balance of the two. Um, but then on the same end is that he can always be have a conflict within itself. Like he can battle between handling things emotionally or handling things intellectually. So it can be kind of a battle for him, but then it can be a nice balance also. No, that's what I noticed about Elon Musk. Then of course he get his being detail oriented and hard working. He get from his Virgo moon. What else? For Elon Musk, that doesn't they don't Elon Musk can therefore rather seem cool or aloof. Elon Musk trustworthy. Elon Musk has to analyze people and situations and then find the quickest. So yeah, I can see all of these things about Elon Musk for sure. But his sun in Cancer and Moon in Virgo is kind of a nice little balance. So next is his Mercury in Cancer. Mercury is the planet of communication and it's ruled by Gemini and Virgo. So it's gonna and it can control like your thought process, like how fast you think, because Mercury is the fastest planet. So it can tell like how quick you can think on your feet also. So his is in Cancer. So we know that his communication style is gonna be that of a Cancer. So a lot of it is gonna be about emotional, about connecting with people, about family. Um, that's how it's gonna relate to Elon Musk. It's gonna be like in a like in a Cancer, his communication is gonna be like in a Cancer type of way. So that's what a lot of things is gonna be important to him. That he talks about and speak about, gonna be about family, or it's gonna be things that he's feeling and how he feels a lot is what he gonna communicate about. So it says Mercury and Cancer. Elon Musk's mind is connected with his memories, feelings, and emotions from the past. Elon Musk tends to hold on to the memories of things because they give him security. Elon Musk is highly interested in intersubjective and personal issues, and his thinking is based more on feelings, intuition, personal experiences, and prejudices rather than reason or logic. Intellectual abilities and accomplishments without heart or soul mean little to Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a sensitive listener and deeply interested in a person's feelings and inner life. In addition to psychology, he is probably drawn to education, art, poetry, music, or mythology. Elon Musk is shy and somewhat reticent about speaking in public, but he will open up and share his thoughts in small, intimate, little family type circles of people he knows and trusts. So that's funny because I remember Elon Musk just did an interview not too long ago, and he only did the interview because it was somebody that he worked with or he was close with. So that was like the only reason that he did an interview because I think that they said that Elon Musk doesn't do a lot of interviews like that. And he only picked that because that was somebody that he knew and trust. So that's funny. But Elon Musk must perhaps enjoy keeping a diary or a chronicle of his thoughts and feelings regarding his day-to-day happenings. Elon Musk's mind retains and absorbs knowledge easily. Elon Musk is intuitive, psychic, and sympathetic, yet may become depressed over his own problems and the problems of the world. Elon Musk may have a difficulty in getting to the root of the problem because he so easily becomes involved emotionally with the people instead of the problem. Elon Musk may struggle to make decisions or may simply change his mind frequently. It is necessary to improve Elon Musk's mental attention and control. So, yes, that's all things about Mercury and Cancer. So, it says that he is probably drawn to education, art, poetry, music, and mythology. So we know he's drawn to education for sure, and I guess art to a certain degree. What else? I already broke down how it says he only like opening up himself in small, intimate, little family type circles, and then he might keep a diary of his thoughts. So, and then he holds on to memories from the past a lot, like most cancers do. So I'm not sure. I should have looked that up before the video, but I'm pretty sure that Elon Musk is somebody who holds on to memories and things from the past, and he might keep old things a lot and souvenirs and hold on to old memories and things like that. So with his Mercury being the Cancer, then his Sun being the Cancer, I can definitely see that for sure. Next is his Venus. His Venus is in Gemini. So, like I said earlier, his Venus is the planet of love, beauty, and harmony, and it's ruled by Libra and Taurus. So, like I said, Venus a lot of times can tell your compatibility and about your love life. His is in Gemini. We know Gemini is a air sign, just like Libra and Aquarius. So, Gemini is known for being social. So this person, Elon Musk, is going to want somebody that he likes talking to and communicating with, somebody that mentally stimulate him. But then this person also can be a player, because we know that Geminis are known for being flirts and being players. So it can also go that way. And then this person can like somebody who has a dual nature, so this person can like a bunch of different people, regardless of race or background. They can be intrigued by all different types of people and like versatility in their life. So this is the time that I usually look up who the person dated or was married to see if they was compatible or not. So let's see if they got Elon Musk. So he was married 3 times, but he married his second wife twice, which is crazy. And both within a year. Yeah, September. So yeah, that this is her. They actually got her chart. So She is a sun in Virgo, moon in Cancer. So there you go. The flip side of Elon Musk. So that explains why they was married and so compatible, because they got the same they got the same sun and moon sign that just flipped around. And then her Venus is in Cancer. So Cancer, Venus, and Venus and Gemini doesn't typically go together, but they sun and they moon sign are both compatible. So the way that they think and feel is the same. And then her love language is that of a Cancer, so that still is the way that he thinks. So that's why they was compatible and got married. So yeah, they was definitely compatible. That was his first wife, and they was married for 8 years. So this is his second wife. So her birthday, September 26th. So she's a sun in Libra, moon in Pisces, Venus in Virgo. So they sun signs don't line up. Libra and Cancer, not really the best matchup because it's air and water. But then a moon sign do line up. A Pisces and Virgo gets along a lot, and there's a lot of Pisces and Virgo relationships. And then Pisces goes with Cancer also. So the Pisces is where they compatible at. They moon signs the way that they feel. And then Gemini and Virgo don't typically go together, but they both are ruled by Mercury. So they share the same planet. So when you share the same planet, you can be compatible. Because the way that um y'all can share have like the same thing in common. So like with Virgo and Gemini, they gonna have communication in common with both of their ruling planet being Mercury. So Earth and air typically don't go together, but Virgo and Gemini can work because they both ruled by Mercury, but they moon signs is where they compatible at. But they not the most compatible, so that can explain why they got divorced after 2 years. Then they remarried, then got divorced after 3 years. So you could tell like it wasn't the best relationship, like it was an up and down, it was a rocky relationship, and that probably is because um of her being a Libra and him being a Cancer is not typically because you're dealing with emotions and logic. So they, can be kind of different. Because like I just made a video about why air signs and water signs typically not compatible. And I said that because air signs, like water signs, can be too emotional for air signs. And then air signs can be too like not emotional enough for water signs. So yeah, I mean, they not completely not compatible because like I said, they moon signs lines up, but it's not the best like matchup. Like his first wife was more compatible than his second wife, and that can explain why he was married to his first wife for 8 years, and why he was only married to his second wife for what's that, 2 and then 3, so 5 years altogether. Yep, there you go. Okay, so getting back to it. So it says Venus and Gemini. In matters of love and romance, a person's sense of humor, intellect, and communication skills attract Elon Musk more than their physical appearance. Elon Musk desires a partner who is mentally stimulating, curious, one who can challenge his mind and keep him from getting bored. Relationships where talking, sharing ideas, going places, and learning new things together are highly preferred and needed. Elon Musk needs a lot of social stimulation and can be a bit of a flirt. Jealous and possessive partners turn him off. Elon Musk is charming, friendly, and enjoys meeting new people. Elon Musk can be fickle in matters of love and may have a tendency to desire more than one love interest at a time. Elon Musk enjoys the fun and excitement of love, yet may fear its obligations. Elon Musk's feelings can be well expressed through speaking, through writing or poetry, or perhaps through art where he gets a chance to work with his hands. Elon Musk's emotions are ruled by his mind, and he may prefer intellectualizing his feelings. If Venus is poorly extracted, Elon Musk's breathing may be shallow and there may be poor oxygen of the blood. So yeah, so that's a Venus in Gemini for sure, like the things that I was saying. And that could be why he like this second wife also, because it's Venus in Gemini and she's a Libra, so it's two air signs. So like they say, he's going to crave mental stimulation and somebody that he can talk to and communicate with in a relationship. And he could have got that from a Libra. So that makes sense also. Next is his Mars. So his Mars is ruled by Aquarius. Mars is the planet of aggression in your sex life, so it can control like what you aggressive towards and like your sex, your sexual urges and stuff. So his is an Aquarius. Aquarius is another air sign. So we know the Aquarius is dealing with rebellion, change, technology. So that's Mike can explain why Elon Musk is big in technology and changing technology, because that's what Aquarius rules. Is big on friendships and partnerships and forward thinking. Like Aquarius is associated with forward thinking. So that can explain why Elon Musk is, forward thinking like he is. So it says Elon Musk's energy manifests themselves in unusual and creative ways. In Elon Musk's approach to things, there may be some brilliance. Elon Musk is resourceful, scientific, a little odd, unusual, and possibly rebellious. Elon Musk enjoys collaborating with people to complete tasks. Elon Musk enjoys participating in friendly group activities and forming bonds with people who have similar goals and beliefs. Elon Musk is progressive and democratic, and he isn't interested in wielding personal power or dominating others. Elon Musk is a team player. Elon Musk is drawn to new and unorthodox techniques of labor, planning, and technology. So there you go, just literally explaining Elon Musk. Like everything about Elon Musk is getting explained a lot about his Mars. Like I said, he's drawn to new and unorthodox techniques of labor, planning, and technology. Then it said that he can uh he can be rebellious, and he doesn't want to wield power over anybody. So that's the reason why he bought Twitter and made it X, because he didn't like other social media, how it controlled you. Then it says Elon Musk's energy levels are often high, but they can be inconsistent at times. He may develop a habit of working in spurts. As a result, he might be impatient and inconsistent when it comes to following his ambitions. Elon Musk is intelligent, cautious, self-reliant, librarian, and enterprising. In an emergency, Elon Musk performs admirably. Mechanical or scientific subjects can critique your curiosity. He might enjoy science fiction. Elon Musk may need to rein in a rebellious or radical streak inside himself, and keep in mind that haste can be costly in some situations. Elon Musk can be abrasive, quarrelsome, combative, and perverse on the negative side. Oh yeah, that's all things about Aquarius for sure. And I already broke down how that relates to Elon Musk, all of them things. Next is Jupiter in Scorpio. Jupiter is ruled by Sagittarius, and it's the planet of wisdom, luck, travel, expansion, higher learning, and some of the things that it rules. So his is in Scorpio, another water sign, just like Pisces and Cancer. So it says Elon Musk tends to be efficient and hardworking with a flair for business and finance. So we know that that's true. Elon Musk is resourceful and willing to do all the work necessary in the fulfillment of a task. Elon Musk is secretive, but there is also great inner strength and courage. Elon Musk has a magnetism that draws people to him. Elon Musk has an endearing, aggressive, self-reliant nature and an enthusiastic, constructive mind. On the negative side, Elon Musk may be troubled and lost through the indulgence of the lower nature and love of rich and expensive food and sickness on that account. Any tendency for wild speculation and risk taking should be controlled. There's an interest in the occult. Strong healing abilities may be present. These energies are meant to be used to gain higher consciousness and greater universal wisdom. So yeah, so says that he efficient and a hard worker with a flair for business and finance. So I already broke down how that definitely relates to Elon Musk. He may do all of the work necessary to fulfill a task. We know that can be secretive. He has a magnetism that draws people to him. Uh, he can like rich and expensive foods, which I don't know, but uh, that might be true. And then he should control risk taking. So he should be somebody who's not a big gambler. And things like that, taking a lot of risks, which I know Elon Musk have took a lot of risks, but they have worked out for him. But he might have had some that also didn't work out for him. So yeah, so that's a Jupiter and Scorpio. Next is Uranus. So Uranus is ruled by Aquarius, and it's the planet of technology, rebellion, forward thinking, friendships, community groups, humanitarian things. What else? That's just some of the main things that Aquarius and Uranus rules over. So his is in Libra, another air sign that's dealing with Libras is known for being diplomatic and balanced in everything in life. And then, of course, they are air signs, so they're dealing with intellect and communication. So, oh no, my bad. I skipped over Saturn. So, like, something ain't right. So, Saturn is ruled by Capricorn, and it's the planet of discipline, hard work. Like I said, Capricorn rules the work life. So it's all about being disciplined and hard working. So his is in Gemini. So I already broke down Gemini being a air sign. So it says Elon Musk's thought process is deliberate and serious. He is organized, focused, and mentally stable. Elon Musk has the ability to concentrate on complex issues and come up with realistic solutions. Elon Musk appreciates learning new things. However, there may be feelings of cynicism, sadness, and pessimism. The intake of air into the lungs or the oxygen of the blood can be inherited as a result of nervous tension, of nervous stress. Elon Musk's lungs require a lot of oxygen. He should sleep in well-ventilated environment at all times. Here, Saturn calms his head and aids with the control of Gemini's innate lightness. Saturn is in excellent position, but Elon Musk may need to work on his faith in the future. If Elon Musk wants to be successful in anything, he will need to discipline his mind and learn to think and act logically. So yeah, I don't like the breakdown that kind of gave about a Saturn and Gemini. So it said Saturn and Geminis are caused to realize their own worth and are reminded that they inherently belong in their social circles. Saturn and Geminis are known for being intelligent, practical, and clever. Saturn and Geminis are well suited for tech careers and can also thrive in teaching or writing based perfection. So there you go. He in a tech career, and then he can thrive in teaching or writing based perfection. So that makes perfect sense. His Saturn and Gemini. So next is his Uranus and Libra. Uranus, well, like I already said, Uranus is the planet of technology, rebellion, friendships, forward thinking, and all of them things. I already broke down. So, um, Uranus and Libra's individuals are typically farsighted and can reason clearly. They may be ambitious, restless, and have a short temper. They don't like it when other people meddle in their business. So them things about Libra and Uranus. So we know that he is farsighted. He is always looking into the future and can reason clearly. Obviously ambitious, can be restless and have a short temper. I can definitely see that with Elon Musk, and then especially with him having a sun in Cancer and having a lot of water in his chart. I can definitely see that. Because let's see, he got one, two. He only have actually two water signs in his chart. Then he has one, two, three, four, four air signs in his chart. No, no. He got one, two, three water signs in his chart. One, two, three, four air signs. And then he got one, two, two earth signs, and then one fire sign in his chart. So he got a little bit of everything, but he got the most air signs, followed by water signs in his chart. So that's why I said that he gonna be emotional, but then he gonna be a lot logical also. So he got a nice balance in his chart for sure. His Neptune is in Sagittarius. Neptune is ruled by Pisces, or Pisces is ruled by Neptune, and it's the planet of dreams and illusions. And they can in art see things like Neptune and Pisces rule music and art, and then they can also uh be in control of like the spiritual world, because like I said, it's dealing with dreams and illusions. So his is in Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is a fire sign. So it says Neptune and Sagittarius can make you a runaway bride or a rolling stone. You can be impulsive, leaping into new experiences and chasing after fantasies. Putting down roots can be grounding as long as you don't pin yourself down completely. So I've been read about a couple, Neptune and Sagittarius. So this can be somebody who's scared of commitment, or somebody who, like a runaway bride that wants to get married, but then, at the altar runs away. So, this can be somebody who runs away from commitment. And then you could be impulsive, then leap into new experiences and chasing fantasies. So we know that Elon Musk has been married 3 times, but now he's not married, so it didn't work out. I'm not fully sure the reason why they didn't work out, and um, I haven't even looked because I'm not even sure if all of his kids is by his wife. Like, I don't know if he was cheating or had kids with other women. um, or not, for sure. But with him being a Cancer in a Virgo, a Cancer sun and a Virgo moon, he is going to want to get married and create stability, because earth signs and water signs are the ones who want to get married, who do create steady relationships and stability. So your sun and your moon sign is going to override, like your Neptune. So that can be why he still chose to get married. Because, like I said, Cancers want a family, and then Virgos are known for being practical and being in relationships and married also. So that's why he can be had still got married despite his Neptune being a Sagittarius. Next is Pluto and Virgo. Pluto is ruled by Scorpio, and it's the planet of death and transformation. Um, his is in Virgo, so I already explained all things about Virgo. Um, so it says signifies a transformation that is grounded in practicality, tenaciousness, detail, and service to others. The adaptability and analytical nature of Virgo channel the transformative energy of Pluto into a slow, steady process of self-improvement and betterment. So, yeah. So then it says Individuals with Pluto and Virgo are likely to engage in deep self-analysis and introspection. They have a strong desire to understand and transform their own flaws, habits, and patterns. This self-critique can be both empowering and challenging, leading to significant personal growth. So I have did a couple Pluto and Virgos before. So basically it's saying that this person, because we know Virgos are detail orientated, and then Pluto is about reinventing and transforming yourself. So it said that this person can be good at realizing their own flaws and habits, and then being able to change their self. And if they're able to change their flaws that they notice, that will serve them the best, for personal growth. Because somebody with Pluto and Virgo is they're going to know what they need to change and how they need to reinvent themselves. Basically, it's what this is saying. So that can be a good place. Virgo can be a good placement for somebody to have Pluto in if they go about it the right way and do it the right way. So, yeah, that's a Pluto and Virgo. Next is his North Node, and this is important too, because North Node is your direction in life, is what you pull towards in life. So, like your life direction. So his is in Aquarius. So just like his Mars in Aquarius, we know that Aquarius is all about change and rebellion and technology and all of them type of things. So that could have been his life purpose of what he's doing, with Tesla and all of the stuff that he had, that he do in the tech world. So it says the Aquarius North Node is on a mission to discover how to embrace their unique persona as well as learn to become more comfortable relying on the people around them when needed. The native the native is here to evolve and leave their mark on the world and showcase their abilities, intelligence, and charm. Oh, yeah. Those with North Node Aquarius placement tend to approach life with a sense of compassion, charisma, and individuality. North Node Aquarius can put their best foot forward by focusing on their long-term goals and looking for meaningful causes to represent. So yeah, that's all I think about North Node. Um, so it said that they can evolve and they can leave their mark on the world and showcase their abilities, intelligence, and charm. So that's what, Elon Musk definitely left his mark on the world, using his intelligence and abilities. This person can have a unique persona, which we know about Elon Musk for sure. So, and he needs to learn how to be more reliant on the people around him. So, So yeah, that's all things about North Node and Aquarius, and we know that definitely relates to Elon Musk. So, and his life passion and what he ended up doing for sure. His length is in Libra, so length is the taboo side of you. It's the things that you like to keep hidden from the world, the thing that you might struggle with. So length in Libra craves harmony and balance in life. But sometimes you give into your temptations. Venus rules Libra, which gives you a strong feminine energy and makes you alluring to others. You attract new opportunities and relationships easily, and people admire your success. So we know that people definitely admire his success. He craves harmony and balance in life, but he gives into his temptations a lot, so he can have a problem with discipline. Um, so yeah, what else does it say? Oh, trying to see what else. So it craves harmony, yet you can't help but indulge in your vices. You're a very seductive soul who easily attracts new opportunities and relationships. People like to see you succeed. So we know that. So the problem with the length in Libra and Elon Musk's biggest problem could have been is that he likes to indulge in his vices, whatever that is, whether, that can be anything, drinking, smoking, gambling, sex, like that could be anything. But he got a problem with his vices. Basically, that's what a left and Libra going to struggle with. But then on the positive side, this person, people can like you to succeed, and then you could be successful, and then you can easily attract new opportunities and relationships, and you could be alluring to people. So yeah, that's Elon Musk zodiac chart for the most part. Definitely I could see all of these things relating to Elon Musk for sure. Especially like I said, his Mars in Aquarius is what stuck out the most to me, and his North Node in Aquarius. But then, like I said, his Sun in Cancer explains his big family and him being married 3 times, and then his Sun and Moon explains why he's emotional, but he also a very like intellectual person. Also, he has a nice balance between the two. I broke down his Venus and how he was compatible with his ex-wives, especially his first wife, and how he could have struggled, why he might have struggled with his second wife, and why they got divorced and then back married again after a year. So yeah, that's Elon Musk zodiac chart. It definitely lines up for sure. So lastly, I'm gonna look at all things that some facts about Elon Musk, some things we might not know. Because I know about Elon Musk, like most of us, but like I don't know a lot. I'm not like, the biggest, fan. I haven't really deep dived into his life like that. So Elon Musk was born in South Africa. I did know that, to a Canadian mother, May, who was a model, and a South African father, Errol, who was into mechanical engineer, mechanical engineer. Elon Musk's parents divorced in 1979 when he was 8 years old. It is rumored that Elon Musk was a partner in a emerald mine, a fact that has been strongly denied by Elon Musk since. Oh, Earl Musk. I was thinking, yeah, their names are similar. That was his dad. So was a partner in emerald mine. Emerald mine. During a phone interview, repeating that his father ever. Oh, that he owned. I'm like, what do they mean? So they saying that his father owned one, but he denied that. So Elon Musk started his first business at 12 when he sold software that he created called Blaster to the computer magazine publisher PC and Office Technology for $500. The aim of the game was for the space pilot to destroy the alien frontier carrying deadly hydro bombs and status beam machines. So that's crazy. He had a business at 12 years old and sold it for 500. So he was born smart, a genius, like, at 12 years old to have your own business, and then to build something like a computer game is crazy. He paid his way through college, but left with around 100,000 in student debt. He did several jobs to pay his way, including being a cleaner at a lumber mill for $18 an hour. Elon Musk launched his first company, Zip2, at the age of 24 with his brother, Kimball Musk, and Greg, I don't know how to say his last name. The company was later acquired by Compaq for $307 million in 1999. Elon Musk merged his company X.com with Confinity in 2000. It went on to become the online payment platform PayPal in 2001. PayPal was then acquired by eBay for $1.5 billion. So yeah, I knew he had his hand in PayPal. In 2002, Elon Musk found SpaceX, aerospace manufacturer and space transport service company. The company aims to reduce the cost of transportation to space and one day enable the colonization of Mars. In 2004, Elon Musk joined electric vehicle manufacturer Tesla Motors. He later went on to act as chairman and CEO. Tesla's first vehicle was the Roadster, which was released in 2008. Today, Tesla is the most valuable car manufacturer in the world. In 2006, Elon Musk helped create Solar City, a solar energy services company. He is currently the chairman of the company. He founded the company with his cousins Peter and Lyndon. In 2016, the company was bought out by Tesla for $2.6 billion and renamed Tesla Energy. In 2015, Elon Musk co-founded OpenAI, a nonprofit research company focused on artificial intelligence. The company has gone on to develop systems for machine-created writing, music, and coding. Amongst others, Microsoft is a significant contributor. Elon Musk has also co-founded the Boring Company, the tunnel construction company that the tunnel construction company. The aim of the company is to reduce traffic congestion by building a network of underground tunnels. Two projects that it has worked on are in Los Angeles and Las Vegas. So there you have it, 10 things you didn't know about Elon Musk. So all of these things are just really talk about how great of a businessman he is, how he done had a lot of companies and started a lot of businesses and sold them. Like, definitely have to give it to him. He definitely one of the most inspirational people, like having all of these businesses and selling them for hundreds of millions and a billion, and then starting a business at what was it, 12 or 14? Like, you got to give him his props. So he a citizen of South Africa, Canada, and the US. He's taught himself how to code at 10 years old. Robert Downey Jr. portrayal of Tony Stark and Iron Man is inspired by him. Before filming the movie, Downey Jr. met with Tesla CEO to learn his mannerisms. Yeah, I didn't know that. He quit a PhD degree in 2 days. Mr. Musk enrolled at Stanford to pursue a degree in applied physics, but he dropped out to start his first company. He's a big fan of Marvel's X-Men, and he has named robots at Tesla after characters such as Iceman, Wolverine, and Storm. He also named one of his sons Xavier. He owned James Bond car. He has 10 children, but now he got like 11. So yeah, them some facts about Elon Musk for sure. So that's Elon Musk's chart. Definitely got to give him his props. He definitely, the richest man in the world, then did a lot. So I mean, dude is a genius. He deserves that title, all of the stuff that he did, especially since a young age. So shout out to Elon Musk, a Cancer. Shout out to all of the Cancers out there. This is the end of y'all season. We moving into Leo season next. So my next couple videos gonna be on Leos. I got a couple Leos that I want to do for sure. So stay tuned for that, and I'm out.